Morning, boys and girls. We're going to be starting our new project. You should have already listened to the story Chameleons Are Cool and learned lots of different things about chameleons, like the sizes and their noses are all crazy, and they have a long tongue that they shoot out to get their insect food, and that they change colors 4 times. 4 different times is the only time that they change colors. One, when they're sick and they get kind of grayish white and very dull. One time they might change when they're too hot. And we talked about hot colors last week, and those are red, orange, and yellow. And so they turn hot colors when they're too hot. That makes sense. When they're too cold, they turn cold colors, which are green, blue, and purple. And we're going to talk about those today. But if they run into another chameleon that has the same kind of nose, you remember what they said? They're going to get in an argument and they might fight a little bit, but only if they have the same noses. And when they do, and they get angry, they turn all rainbow colors. We're going to focus on the cool colors today. So I'm going to turn my camera around and we're going to get started. All right, so cool colors are greens, purples, and blues. It can be light green, dark green, light blue, dark blue, light purple, dark purple. But you've got blue, purple, and green, okay? Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing our own chameleon today. So the very first thing you're going to do is you need a pencil and a paper. You're going to draw an oval for the body, right in the middle. And then you're going to kind of do a triangle thing for the head. Last time when we talked about lines, we learned about a spiral line. And so his tail is going to be a big spiral line, just like that. And then we're going to close this little space right here. Okay? Now let's go to the face, because there's some really important parts of the face. First, they have big googly eyes that can look in different directions, right? And their mouths always look kind of grumpy. So we've got grumpy ones. Now the fun part is figuring out what kind of nose your chameleon's going to have. I'm going to do a little bulby nose here and maybe add some horns like this, maybe another horn like that. Because you remember they all have the most crazy noses, and then they have long tongues that come out to grab the food, just like that. I'm going to put a little fly up here for him to eat. And then our chameleons also a lot of times have little zigzag kind of spiky things going all the way down their back. So let's go ahead and add that. You can always stop the video to catch up while you're doing this, each part. Now the legs, one leg is going to go back towards the tail, one leg's going to go towards the head. The back one that goes back to the tail is kind of like making an L, but we're going to do 2 L's just like that. The one in the front is like a backwards L, and it's going to go towards the head. Now the feet or the toes kind of look like pinchers, so they can grab onto branches. So they have like a thumb and then 3 fingers like that. And for the back one, if you can't do the 3 fingers like this, you can do your thumb and then 1 like that. Okay? So the next part is we know that chameleons are very, very bumpy. So we're going to add some dots for our bumps, even on the face and on the tail. So go ahead and add your spots and bumps. Just like that. Then chameleons' colors go in little stripy things. They don't have to be all the way striped, but I'm going to make some like triangle things so they have some stripes on him. Okay, now our chameleons live in Madagascar and in Africa, and so they also live in the trees and branches. So we have to draw the branch that our chameleon is sitting on. So we're going to draw a line, making sure it kind of goes through by the thumb part. Okay, and then we're going to draw another one to show that it's a whole branch, just like this. And I'm going to turn that into another branch there. And then I'm going to draw the trunk of the tree going way, way up, just like that. And there's lots and lots of leaves all over our tree that chameleons can hide into. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch this part to one that I've already drawn. Okay, so ta-da! You can see I have lots of leaves, and I have even a spider down here and a butterfly here. You can put lots of different insects for him to eat, maybe roaches. Ugh. And then once everything is drawn, you're going to color it in with cool colors. Remember, our chameleon is going to be kind of cold, so we're going to use cool colors, purples and blues and greens. Everything else you can color any color you want. So you might do brown for the tree trunk and different greens for the leaves. You might put a sun up here that you use yellow on. So I want you to color the whole thing, but your chameleon is going to be the one that has the cool colors. Okay, so once you finish, make sure you fill out your exit ticket and you upload your picture. Take a picture with your laptop and turn it in on the exit ticket. So let me go back up here. All right, so I can't wait to see what your chameleons look like and what they're eating. You might even put another baby chameleon in there or whatever you want in your picture, but just make sure you color the whole thing. But our chameleon's gonna be cool because chameleons are very cool. So I will see you next time. Peace out. Let me stop the camera.